What's going on, everyone? It's the Ginger Viking, or Spartan, here today, and I'm going to be doing a review on the CYMA Full Metal Receiver Airsoft M16A1 on e-bike. I think the model number is CM009B, 9B-SB. Again, I'll have it in the description, and I'm going to be doing a full review on it. I'm going to go, as Grant Thumb would say, tip to butt and break it down for you guys. What I like, what I don't like, and maybe even a little performance on the gun. I'm going to talk about that. Disclaimer here: I have only had one game in with this, so maybe my experience will or my opinion will change after a couple of games. So yeah, if it does, I'll make an updated video. Or if like performance drops or something, I'll make an updated video informing anybody on the changes. So first, I'm going to start off with the stock. I haven't measured it yet. If it's the correct stock, I know that I think it's the A1, or the A1 has 21-inch stock versus the A2 and A3 have like an inch or 2 inch shorter. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up. But other than that, to me, the stock looks good. Unlike my old one, I had an old JG. The old JG had a QD point in the stock, and that irked me like so much, like to stop. But this one doesn't have any like that. It looks good. The battery placement is in the back with a small type CYMA. It has a MOSFET built in. So having the battery slot here is a double-edged sword in my opinion, because it is a very big space, so you can fit almost like any battery you want. LiPo, nickel hydride, 11.1. I haven't put an 11.1 in, but I've seen my friends' ones, and I'm pretty sure you could fit one in there. And if it's a smaller battery, like a nunchuck nickel hydrate, it's going to be rattling around in there a little bit. So I haven't figured out a way I want to remedy that and cut the noise down on it. But when I was in the field, it was rattling a little bit. So yeah, that's about the only thing I have to say bad about the stock. Other than that, I did take a fall on the gun, and it held up remarkably well. Like, just the stock just popped out a little bit, so I just had to like click it back in. But I took like a really good fall on it. So yeah, I mean, the stock is solid. Moving up to the receiver. The receiver is actually pretty damn accurate, and it's actually really nice. My only qualm I have with the receiver is the really stupid markings, okay, or the trademarks, or whatever you want to call them, because they make absolutely no fucking sense for a Vietnam era gun. If this was an A2 or an A3 or an A4, it would make 100% sense of it would make 100% more sense for the markings that are on it. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of both sides of the markings, and you'll see why I just don't understand. So on this one, you have Arabic, and it says something like, stand back 100 meters or you will be shot, and then it has the CYMA model number. And you can kind of see why that irks me. Like, we weren't even in any like Middle Eastern conflicts that I know of at that time, so I don't understand why the hell there would be Arabic on a Vietnam era airsoft gun or whatever. It irks me. I don't understand. I'm gonna have to get some Bondo and fill it in and then repaint it black, because that just irks me like to no end. I just don't understand. Other side it's a little bit more forgivable. It's the scrolling crossbones, and it just says Cal Multi BAMF training weapon. I don't understand what that means, but I can kind of forgive the scrolling bones in comparison to the Arabic. At least the scrolling crossbones was around back then. Okay. Anyway, the fire selector is actually like really crisp, really tactile too. So when you switch, like like without even having to look, you're like, I can feel the click, I can hear it. Okay, I like that. That's actually really cool. I like that. As I said, it's full metal, so it's got a really nice solid feel to it, and it doesn't feel like shitty pot metal. Like, it actually feels nice. Charging handle, you can pull it back, it'll drop the dust cover, pulling a mock bolt back, exposing your hop up. Hop up's a rotary system. I don't know the technical names and shit, but you got a rotary style hop up. You can then hit the mag release, not the mag release, the bolt release, which will then send the mock bolt forward and put your hop up back behind the mock bolt. I like that. It's cool. It's a little touch. It's just a little cool thing. Other than that, it's got the correct forward assist as far as my knowledge. For the M16A1, it's got the correct sight, or most people want to call it the handle, whatever. I don't know what would be technically called, but it's all solid feeling. You definitely feel like this could take a beating. Let's see, I think that's about everything there. Moving forward up to the handguard, I don't have much to say about it. I think they look pretty decent. I mean, I've seen really bad handguards. I've seen really discolored ones, whatever. I'm not sure if it could take the real steel ones. So if you could pull these ones off and put the real M16 ones on, I don't know. So don't quote me on that if you do buy a pair and they don't fit. The only thing I have to say bad, I guess, about this handguard is these top vents, or whatever they're supposed to be. They are a little sharp. Now, they're not going to cut yourself, but they're a little sharp. So I took like a nail file, the ones that you'd use to like do your nails or whatever, and I just lightly filed down them so all the rough edges are gone. Personal preference thing, I just found them to be a little sharp. I don't have the same problem with the bottom ones, but I did it anyway just a little bit, just to, just to make sure. Other than that, it's a pretty solid handguard, and again, I don't know if you can take the real steel ones. Moving forward up here, you have your full metal front assembly, or full metal front sight, full metal outer barrel, and one thing I really do like, and some people are sticklers about it, I don't mind the bird cage, due to the fact I do have a later / mid-war M16 or loadout, but the bird cage flash suppressor came with a small little orange ring, instead of the whole flash suppressor being a plastic orange tip. So that was a big plus in my book, because they look like shit when you have to repaint them, because you never get it all 100% covered, so it looks always like just dog shit. But this one, literally, I took a flathead and I popped it off, and it just, the little ring was probably like that much, like a round. So you could just easily pop it off, and you didn't do any damage. I didn't do any damage to it, no scratching. So that's a big plus. You can equip any stock you want. You have your swiveling bail in the front here, and a fixed one in the back stock. I got a nylon canvas one from SHG for $21. So I got that for the sling. Other than that, I got it chronoed, and it was definitely shooting at like anywhere from like 400 to like, I should say 350 to 400, some depending on like my battery and how fully charged it was. Like in the beginning of the day, I was shooting like 380 reliably, and then at the end of the day, I just wanted to chrono it with like a half done battery, and it was like shooting like 360, 350. So it's plenty good for any local field. And it's going to put in it for me. I had no problem putting accurate shots, multiple accurate shots on a target. I don't want to go off and say a distance, because I couldn't tell you, because I'm really bad at estimating distances. But it was shooting far enough out to where I had no problem engaging some people, depending on their gun, before they could engage me. Of course, you have those higher end guns, but most people, I can engage them either at an equal distance or a little bit before they could engage me, which was a plus. Overall, between this one and then there's an exact identical one, but with a plastic or Palmer receiver, it's $8 more for the metal receiver. Do yourself a favor and spend that $8, and you will not regret it. As far as magazines, I bought, I think the brand is Mag VN, and they had you can have one magazine, or you can buy a pack of 7 for $55. So I bought a pack of 7 shorties. Shorties are mid caps. I think 130 rounds each. They fed like champs. I had no complaints with the magazine. They fit well. No wobble. No concern with those. I haven't tried my 30 rounders. My 30 rounders are Echo 1s. I could grab both magazines and try them. But they worked fine. The little 20s, they fed fine. No problems there. I really have nothing bad to say. If I was going to give this gun a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 9.5 to a 9. I mean, anybody can correct me if I'm wrong if they see something that isn't error correct, other than the trademarks. But for the money of $208, it performs like a champ. It looks really good, and it feels really good. I really couldn't be happier with the purchase, and I really would recommend this to anybody looking into getting into Vietnam Airsoft or Nomsoft, or doing, if you just want an M16, a retro M16A1. It's a very good, solid airsoft gun. I couldn't recommend it enough, especially at the price it is. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found the video informative, or you learned something, or if it helped you, or if I'm totally full of shit, comment it down below. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys will like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Share it to a friend. I want this information to get out to help a new player, or help even a veteran player make a good purchase and not get stuck with a gun or an item or anything that they didn't want, or maybe they thought that they wanted, but it wasn't exactly what they want. So again, I'll see you guys later.